Hi, it's January 26, 2011, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Culver City, California. Well, hi everybody. We're at the 0 point of systemic collapse. That's really the point at which it becomes clear that we are experiencing, living through a systems failure of human industrial civilization.
The universe grows smaller every day. And the threat of aggression by any group, anywhere, can no longer be tolerated. We of the other planets have long accepted this principle. We do not pretend to have achieved perfection. We do have a system, and it works. It is no concern of ours how you run your own planet. But if you threaten to extend your violence, this Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder. Your choice is to join us, live in peace, or pursue your present course in the face of liberation. We shall be waiting for your answer. The decision rests with you.
In the past, you've pointed out the dangers of our massive debt problem here in America. Do you think that this is an issue that's just impossible to resolve, even with the massive austerity measures that are being proposed?
Austerity measures are an abomination, a complete atrocity against the general population, as all austerity measures have been from the World Bank or any other. Because the problem isn't the people. They cut natural programs, they cut NPR, they cut things like education. These are the core attributes of human survival. They cut welfare. Why are they cutting that? When obviously we're spending, $1 trillion a year on war? Where is the logic of all of this?
In your film, you talk about how robots will eventually be doing all the jobs that humans are doing. To a certain extent, that's already happening. Robots are taking the jobs of thousands of people. Now, this sounds like a bad thing to those workers that are losing these jobs now, but you think that mechanization will eventually be a great thing.
Technological unemployment has manifested throughout time. In fact, every major labor change that we've had as a civilization has been based on the advent of technology, from agricultural revolution, the invention of the plow, to the industrial revolution, the invention of the powered machine, large powered machine, to a sort of information age we have now where everyone's interacting with computer systems. The contradiction of capitalism by some economic theorists that investigate this idea that we're displacing ourselves with mechanization that can create more, can provide more, but yet reducing human purchasing power. So what you have is the more we mechanize, less jobs, less money in circulation. So how can an economy work? It's starting to stifle itself.
We're going to see an economic collapse, the likes of which the world has never seen before. It's not only in the United States, it's going global.
You will see tens and perhaps hundreds of thousands of state employees laid off and fired. You will see pension funds disappeared overnight. You will see wages lowered. You will see much more civil unrest in this country. I would argue that it's already begun, especially with the crime wave that's now coming, not just against police officers, but I'm also tracking violent crimes and the predators who understand that there's a much lessened law enforcement presence out there. And they're feeding on this energy of collapse, are coming out and aggressively looking for victims. It's very important that you learn how not to be one.
See it, baby. They don't lie.
Let's go.
They don't lie. They don't lie. They don't lie, tough guy. This is not a war zone. This is not a war zone. These are unarmed people. It doesn't make you tough to hurt these people. Let's go. Why y'all do this to our people? I've been to Iraq 14 months for my people. You told me ignored them. They don't have guns. They don't have guns. They don't. Why are you hurting these people? It doesn't make any sense.
This is an admission by Osborne that he has absolutely no control over banking terrorists. Remember when Bandar threatened Tony Blair with a 7/7 bombing unless he called off the investigation into the BAE Bandar slush fund? This is Osborne saying the same thing. He's no better than a terrorist. He's no better than Prince Bandar. He's no better than Tony Blair. He supports financial terrorists. He aids and abets financial terrorism. George Osborne. What will the people do to you when they catch up to you? What will they do to you, George Osborne? Are you looking over your shoulder? Do you feel comfortable walking on the streets? Do you? I wouldn't if I were you!
It's going to crash, and it's going to fall pretty hard because markets are ruled right now by fear. Investors and the big money, the smart money, I'm talking about the big funds, the hedge funds, the institutions, they don't buy this rescue plan. They basically, they know the market is toast. They know the stock market is finished. The euro, as far as they're concerned, they don't really care. They're moving their money away to safer assets, like treasury bonds, 30-year bonds, and the US dollar. So it's not going to work.
Patriotism, weapons, armies, navies, all that is a sign that we're not civilized yet. Kids will ask their parents, didn't you see the necessity of the machines? Dad, couldn't you see that war was inevitable when you produce scarcity? Isn't it obvious? Of course the kid will understand that you were pinheads, raised merely to serve the established institutions. We're such an abominable, sick society that we won't make the history book. They just say that large nations took land from smaller nations, used force and violence. You'll get history talked about as corrupt behavior all the way along until the beginning of the civilized world. That's when all the nations worked together. World unification, working toward common good for all human beings, and without anyone being subservient to anyone else, without social stratification, whether it be technical elitism or any other kind of elitism, eradicated from the face of the earth. The state does nothing because there is no state. Because there is no state. The system I advocate, a resource-based global economy, is not perfect. It's just a lot better than what we have. We can never achieve perfection.